Hey everybody, this is Ron from the Ocean State Athlete Spotlight, powered by SFBN Rhode Island. You can find us at the sportsfanbasenetwork.com. And I am here with Justin Neary, senior quarterback from the Cranston East Thunderbolts, and head coach Tom Santori. And we're just going to do a little preview here of their first playoff game coming up. And I wanted to talk to Justin a little bit and let everyone get to know Justin Neary out here in Rhode Island and ask him how his season went and you know what it's like being a Thunderbolt and what he thinks the playoffs are going to hold for him. So welcome, Justin.
Thank you.
All right. And, so tell me about how your season's been going and, what you think the playoffs are going to bring for you guys.
I mean, the season's been going pretty good. We've been doing pretty well, succeeding. Everything's going good for us. A lot of help from the wide receivers, decent run game going good. And I think this playoffs, we're going to make a run. Feeling good about it.
Yeah, he's feeling good. I mean, you guys are strong. I've been rooting for you, and I came and watched a few of your games. Pretty impressive stuff. And I know you guys had a lot of tools. So, what do you think is going to be your key to success to getting past Cranston West this year?
I think we just need to focus, and then just the goals that we have set, we just need to accomplish them.
All right. Well, how's your season been going? Pretty successful, right? How your numbers looking?
Pretty good, especially because we have a deep wide receiver core that really helps me out a lot. I have a lot of options. They can go either way with the ball, and it's going to be. I can trust them, so it's good.
Yeah, well, I'm sure trust is a big part of the game, especially, when you're at the varsity level and, you're a contender. So I'd like to jump over to Coach Santori here and, ask Coach about, Justin. So, now Justin's been with you all 4 years, and so, you're going to have to be saying goodbye to this guy. But, how's he been doing his senior year?
He's had a great year, just continuation of what he did last year. And, he threw, I believe, 23 touchdown passes last year, and I think he's at 25 already this year. And, he's had 2 touchdown pass games in his career. I remember his first game against South Kingstown when he was a sophomore and threw a touchdown pass that sort of got us going. We had a tough year that year, but Justin sort of was the guy that got us going. So we were pretty confident coming into last year he was going to help us, and he succeeded. And this year it's only continued to get better.
That's great because, obviously one of the biggest traits in being a quarterback is being a leader. Absolutely. So, you must feel that Justin's a good leader for the team, correct?
Does a great job. I mean, the one thing is he knows the offense. He knows it. He thinks like we do and he knows exactly what and we trust what he's going to do. He makes decisions on his own sometimes that we can't get a call to him. He knows how we think a little bit, and he makes the right decision. He knows us the way we think inside out. That's a big deal on the field to have your quarterback thinking like your coach.
Right. So I could only imagine how that's going to affect you guys going into the playoffs. And, a tough first game. Sure. You guys have a tough first game. Wes has had a great year. And so what do you think is going to be some of the keys to success for you to be able to get past Cranston West?
I think, number one, it always starts with defense. Number one, we got to be able to stop them. And give ourselves an opportunity to put some points on the board. And hopefully we continue to throw the ball well. We've been real efficient in our pass game. But I always say defense, wins championships, and then offense will get us going. But if we can play good defense, it'll give our offense a chance to continue to do what we've done all year.
Great. Now, how about a couple of your impact players? You got to have you have a core group of guys on this team, I'm sure, that are pretty strong. Why don't you give a shout-out to a couple of your impact players going into the playoffs?
I got to be honest, the first group that we probably ignore is our offensive line is outstanding. We have one sophomore that's our right tackle who's a terrific football player, but the other 4 kids are 3-year starters. So they've played for 3 years. Our left tackle, he's given up 1 sack in 3 years as our left tackle, and that was in 10th grade. And I know Justin has a lot of confidence in him. Jose Sandoval, he's been our big leader. Danny Gomez, Edwin Torres, Gary Shaw, James Lemos, Omar Reyes, the sophomore. Those kids have done a really good job up front. And then, like Justin mentioned, our wide receiver core from Robinson Antoine to Raven to Quinn Lanigan, who's a converted quarterback, to Isaiah Hines. And we have another kid who came out, Anthony Ramos, a first-year football player who's done amazing. They got him to play football, and he's done well, and very happy about that. And Alex Martinez, just And Keyshawn Felix, the running back, when he's needed to bust a 20-yard run, he's done it. So I can't, it's really been a nice group and we're fairly healthy, so I'm very proud of. But I start with our line because those kids work hard. Yeah. And I know we couldn't go anywhere without those guys. They protect them well for the most, yeah.
Listen, it sounds like you have, like I said, that's a solid core. A lot of names to throw out there. I feel like you guys are gonna really make a strong run at it this year. And I'm just gonna say, I did say that at the beginning of the season, Tom. I did say that. So, I'm pulling for you guys. But Justin, good luck to you in the playoffs.
Appreciate it.
All right, if you had to, you should say hi to your mom, by the way.
Hi, Mom.
All right, okay, there you go. You should say hi to your mom. But Tom, good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you very much, Ron. Really appreciate what you're doing to promote high school sports. It's awesome.
No problem. I love doing it. So this was a great interview with Tom and Justin, and big game on Friday night, and you're here at Cranston Stadium. This place is going to be rocking. West is a really great team that coming in strong, and East has a lot cut out for them, but that's going to be one heck of a game to come watch. So if you're out there watching high school football Friday night, you got to come down here and watch it. So thanks for watching the interview, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, how are you? I'm here with Moses Brown quarterback Mike Walsh and head coach Willie Edwards. And pretty interesting that Mike just received the award for Max Prep's Player of the Week for the region in USA football. So I mean, it's pretty amazing coming out of Rhode Island. That's great stuff. Mike's had a great season. So want to introduce Mike Walsh to everybody and have Mike maybe tell us how his season's gone so far and what he thinks the playoffs are going to hold for him and his team. So how you doing, Mike?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, so we're getting there. So Mike, let us know about your season, and then you guys got a big playoff game coming up against Mount Hope. And what do you think are going to be the keys to success for you and your team?
This season, it's gone pretty well for us. We've been lucky to really have all of our young guys step up, and I've been lucky to have our receivers run the ball, running back run the ball, because the best way to get our passing game going is to get our running game going. So we've been lucky in that sense, and the games have been working out for us in our favor. And we got Mount Hope coming up, and we just have to keep going the way we're doing. Pass the ball well, catch the ball, run the ball. That's how we've done it all year, and that's how we have to continue to do it.
All right, great. I mean, congratulations on winning that award. That's great. I mean, it's great for Rhode Island football. It's great for Moses Brown football. And I'm sure Coach was proud. Were you proud, Coach?
Very proud to see Michael get recognized and the entire program get recognized. It was pretty cool. He's been nominated twice, and he won it last week. We plan on nominating him for Gatorade Player of the Year. We think that highly of Michael. And then obviously our ultimate goal is just to win the team award, to win the state championship. And, if our kids keep playing the way they're playing, led by Michael and our captains, we think we have a good chance.
So what do you think your key to success is going to be this week against Mount Hope?
Block and tackle. We have to block the way we've been blocking, and we're going to tackle better than we did last week versus Westerly. I think if we take care of those things and we make plays when we need to make plays, we'll be okay.
All right, awesome. Well, I mean, obviously Moses Brown is, used to being there in the big game the past, at least 4 or 5 years, and they know what success feels like, and they're looking for it again. So thanks, guys, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Ron. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem. So Michael Walsh, Willie Edwards, we'll be looking for him on Friday night. So stay tuned. Thanks. All right, hey everybody, we're here at Bishop Hendricken High School. I'm here with outside linebacker senior Dylan Gardner, head coach Keith Croft, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the upcoming playoff game against Cumberland High School. I want to talk to Dylan a little bit. I know he's a leader on the team here, and Hendricken, supposedly has a young team, but I mean, they're doing the same thing they always do, winning all their games, and projected out to be one of the favorites to take the title this year. So let's talk to them a minute, and we'll talk to them about their upcoming opponent, Cumberland. So how you doing, Dylan?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. And so I'd like Dylan just to maybe talk about how his season's gone, how he thinks the season's gone for the Hawks, and what he's looking forward to Friday night against Cumberland.
Well, personally, my season's going pretty good, but there's always room for improvement for both me and the team. And 2 years ago, Cumberland came down here and really gave us a challenge. And last week we were challenged with EP, so we're trying to stay focused, have a hard week of practice to get ready for Friday.
What do you think is going to be the key? So, I mean, obviously there's going to be a couple things you're going to have to do against Cumberland. What do you think one of the keys is going to be to beating them on Friday?
Definitely being the most physical team out there, hitting the hardest, getting a drive up front with both of our lines, offensive line, D-line, hitting our assignments, playing more physical than the guy across the ball.
Yeah, and so you're a senior this year. I mean, is it going to be it's going to be tough saying bye to the Hawks at the end of the season?
It's definitely going to be tough. You know, I've been thinking these past couple of weeks. Last week was my senior week, and I was thinking, 2 years ago I was the sophomore on the team getting beat up by seniors every single day, and it really flew by. I looked back now, like playing with my brother 2 years ago. I'm definitely going to miss it. It was something special to be a part of.
All right, well, we're wishing you the best of luck. And I just wanted to talk to Coach Croft for a really quick second and ask him what he thinks going to be some of the keys to the success for his team on Friday night. And I wanted to just get some thoughts on how his season has gone with the Hawks. So how you doing, Keith?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
So Dylan said just about everything. I mean, I think the season has gone well. There's always room for improvement. I know we had a really hard week of practice, really focused, really intense. We're looking forward to this game Friday night. We want to put a little better foot forward than we've put back the last few weeks.
So what do you think about your opponents on Friday night? Cumberland, I mean, a younger team as well, but I mean, it's tough, right? They're a tough team.
It's funny. I was going through their schedule today. I was looking at the scores of some of their games. We had a few common opponents, but they played some tough teams, and they kept them close. And, they're going to be a battle. They always play us tough, like Dylan said. They came down here a couple of years ago. We had a really strong team, and it's like a 21-20 game into overtime, and we're expecting nothing less.
Now, how about your season this year? I know you've had a few ups and downs, and a young quarterback starting who's done a great job. And I mean, what do you think about your season this year? Do you feel like you got everything out of it that you were looking for?
I'm happy with where we're at right now, but the ultimate goal is still ahead of us. And nothing's changed for us. It's a one game season every week. It's every week it's a new challenge. This week it's Cumberland, and hopefully, if we're fortunate enough to get by them, then we worry about the next game. So, there's your first goal is always to get in the playoffs. So now we're in, and it's every week's a new test.
Right. Well, every week's a new test for Coach Croft, Dylan Gardner, and the Hawks, but they've proven in the past 7 years that they can stand up to the test. So we're looking forward to having some exciting playoffs up ahead. So thank you guys.